Hello Team Zug, and it's that time of the month that I review something, and today we're going to be reviewing Thomas & Friends motorized Duchess. Now, I am really glad I got this item, and yeah, I've been meaning to get this item for like years, and I finally got my hands on Duchess. So today, let's review her. But first, let's get to the backstory on how I got her. So I got Duchess at the West Somerset Railway, which is a heritage railway in England, by the way. And I was at the gift shop, so I bought her and the Origin School Knapford Station, which I'll probably have to review at some point. So here's Duchess. Now, let's get to the video. Alright, let's get it. Alright. It was a little bit stiff, but there we go. Alright. This is the first time I'm actually doing this on camera, and I'll explain how I managed to do this. So anyways, alright, there we go, there we go, come to Papa. And we did it. So, okay, if you're wondering how I managed to do all that when I was using both of my arms to get Duchess out, well, it's all thanks to Mickey Mouse and this plug. Yep, I just put my phone on Mickey Mouse and I put this plug to hold it steady so I could record at the same time. Pretty useful equipment, actually. It's a little bit hard, but you eventually get it in the end. Goodbye, Mickey. There you go. Oh yeah, there we go. So here is Duchess. She looks pretty good, actually. Let's get to her coach to get out of the way. So let's start with Duchess's coach. Now, Duchess's coach, it's actually really good detail, actually. You can see Queen Elizabeth, Prince Charles, and a police officer. Really nice printed detail. Now, this is just Spencer's coach, just remodified, and it actually works for Duchess for some reason, because I never like how Annie and Clarabelle were just reused into this, so yeah. But for Duchess, she looks pretty good actually with it. And now here, we got the main reason why I got this item in the first place. Duchess. Now, Duchess is actually one of my favorite Thomas characters in the Blubber era. I just think she was a really fun character, and it's a really shame we only got to see her once, but she's from the mainland, so I kind of get why. Her name is printed decently, I guess. Her number is, hang on, oh, there we go, 2020, which is the year she was introduced, and the whole reason why the pandemic happened. I'm not going to say in this video. So yeah, here's a tender, which is reused from Flying Scotsman's tender, and yeah, she looks pretty good actually. It actually happened in the show, so I'm actually glad they kept it. Her face is actually really good, actually. It actually reminds me of Duchess. But there is something they forgot. I just noticed. They forgot to... Wait, yep. They forgot to add her freckles, which in the show she does have freckles. But in this model, she doesn't have any. I don't know if it's just my model or it happens to all Duchess merchandising. So yeah. So yeah, that's a little bit disappointing, but that's what you expect really. And whoa, painted buffers? Cool. So yeah, and that's my video on Duchess. Now, do I recommend this model? Yes. It's a really nice detailed model, and it's actually really good for your layout. However, there are some gripes. Of course, the Duchess's freckles are missing, and the price that I had to pay for this item. Now, the West Somerset Railway Duchess costs £22.50p, and yep, that's how much I paid for Duchess. And let's look at other websites that sell Duchess, shall we? So on Tootley Thomas, Duchess costs £9.50. So that's £3 less than how much I paid for her. And at Smith's Toys, she costs £15.99. So that's even less. So overall, do I recommend it? Well, the price reason is a little bit bad for me, but it's a Heritage Railway stores and they're not actual stores, so I don't really blame them for making Duchess a little bit expensive. But if you just want to get Duchess, just go to either Tootley Thomas or Smith's Toys. And yeah, this is a really good detailed model. I give this a 9 out of 10. A really good model. And it's sad to think that this is the only merchandising range that Duchess is introduced. You would think that Duchess, who was one of the new characters that were introduced in the special, the Royal Engine, there would have been more merchandising line. But since this is like a 50, I forgot how long the Thomas and the Royal Engine was. I think it was like 32 minutes. I don't know. So yeah, they're not going to like make merchandising lines for characters who appear in long episodes, but they will make characters who appeared in either an episode that they could use money to make a set, or they just probably, like for example, like take like Nia from example. She was a new character introduced in blah blah, and she became a main character, and she was one of the main focus of the film, and it was an hour long, and she has more merchandising lines. And I think that's a real shame, because I would have loved if we would have gotten like a capsule play rail Duchess or a play rail Duchess. Heck, even Word. But I'm really grateful that she wasn't introduced into the push-along range, because I really do not like the push-along models that much. So yeah, I give this a 9 out of 10. A really good model. And yeah, this is Team Zug, signing out. Oh, but before I go, I just want to give you a brief history on if Duchess is actually the Royal Engine in real life. Well, nowadays, around like 2009, the Royal Engine was used, and it was a diesel locomotive, and it was a BR Class 67, I believe, which is a new type of diesel locomotive. And Duchess was originally meant to be a diesel locomotive, so maybe that diesel could have been Duchess if Michael White didn't decide to make Duchess a steam locomotive. However, the cool idea why they made Duchess into a steam locomotive is because one of Duchess's classmates, I forgot which one it was, actually pulled the royal train, and I think it could have been the royal engine as well, but I could be proven wrong otherwise. So yeah, could Duchess be that coronation Pacific? We may never know. So this is Team Zug signing out. Peace